Welcome to our van plan and welcome to the Channel Tunnel. We're on the train ready to start our crossing over to France. So yeah, this is a bit of a bonus trip actually. Our next proper trip with Neil was going to be in September, but I've had the opportunity to come over to Europe for a mini break, a little bit of van life and also catching up with one of my friends, and I'm doing it on my own, which is kind of daunting but also quite exciting as well. Neil doesn't have as much annual leave as me this year for various reasons, so it kind of just worked out that this was a great opportunity, and I couldn't miss the chance of getting back into Calais and having an adventure of my own. So in this video, this is all about where I'm going first, and the first part of this trip is to head to Prague, and I'm going to see my mate there who's just moved there. We're going to catch up, haven't seen each other for a long time, so that's going to be fantastic. But what I thought I'd do is document how we go from here Tuesday at 7:20 in the UK time to get to Prague, and I need to be there literally in 48 hours on Thursday around the same time. There's a campsite in Prague that I've booked, so going to head to that. 2 days. I'm also working Wednesday and Thursday as I go, so I'm going to take you along, show you where I stop, how I found the stops, how long it took, and yeah, take you with me. So hopefully that'll be interesting. If you fancy going to Prague, it should be relatively straightforward. The total trip is 12 hours, but I'm going to break it down and I think it'll be more than manageable in 2 days. So without further ado, let's crack on. So far so good. This seems like quite a quiet residential area, so I'm hoping the parking will be quite quiet too, although a few campers would be nice for company, but let's see. We've got another 1.5 kilometres to go. Park, but one camper van, so not alone. The sign says to follow this way around. So we made it to parkup number 1, near the town of Vosselaar in Belgium, on the Belgium-Netherlands border. So fairly painless journey from Calais, about 3 hours with a bit of traffic around Antwerp, which meant a little diversion, but not too bad. But yeah, it's really quiet around here. There's no other cars in the car park. There's one motorhome. That's it. I've just parked a little bit, well, near them, but just a little bit further forward, so we're not looking into each other's vans. But yeah, super quiet, which is great. Got a space, which is also great, but yeah, try not to think about the cornfield which is over there, or think about any kind of horror movies or anything like that. So I think tonight I'm just gonna get some sleep, and then tomorrow morning try and get up early, have a plan for where I'm gonna go during the day, and continue our progress towards Prague. So for now, gonna hit the sack and catch up with you in the morning. So that was a very peaceful night's sleep here. This parkup's really good actually. I think we could probably fit about 10, 12 camper vans here, but just me and somebody else overnight, and nobody else in the car park at all. But yeah, no disruptions, no one driving in and out, and no people walking by or anything like that. So perfect little spot. Thoroughly recommend it. So yeah, today the plan is, it's 7:30 now, so I'm going to drive an hour to Venlo, get parked up there, grab some breakfast and some food, and then do my morning's work. We're then another hour in our journey towards Prague. I think it's about another 9 hours to go, so we're doing okay. Got the rest of today and all of tomorrow too to get there. So yeah, let's head off. very easy, an hour from the previous stop. We're in the city of Venlo in the Netherlands, parking behind over there. I think it's sort of like a park and ride thing going on, but really quiet, so no cost either. So I'm going to leave the van there, locked it all up, and I'm going to head into the city centre, find a coffee shop because I need a coffee. Need to do a bit of food shopping as well, and some work, so just going to try and find my way there now. I think this is some sort of old military buildings or something like that. I think this is like a fort or something. Looking on Google Maps, this whole area here is like the inside of a big kind of star-shaped fort, but see if we can find out any more. But anyway, this way, apparently the river we can cross over and the city centre's the other side. So here's the old fort wall here. So yeah, you're not going to get your history facts on this channel, but interesting nonetheless. And in fact, over there, Fort St Michael, 1641. There you go, there's a big poster right over there. Fort St Michael at Venlo. So I was hoping to walk across this bridge here, but it seems to be for bikes only, which is a pain. So I need to try and find the pedestrian route, which I think is the next bridge just through there. So hopefully I can get up to it this way. And I've not completely gone the wrong way. So I found this mocha coffee shop, and I've got delicious yogurt bowl and a caramel latte of sorts with some bit of cake and stuff, which looks pretty cool. So I'm going to have that and then sit here and work for a bit. Note to self, don't buy cans of tuna and bottles of beer when you've got a 15 to 20 minute walk from the supermarket. Absolutely knackered. It's also like 32 degrees, so gonna calm down for a bit, get this unpacked, have some lunch, back to work for the afternoon, and then we're moving on. We'll do another hour towards Prague. Some. This is the motorhome parking, but there's cars in every space, so this is not ideal. It's a pretty tight car park as well. Right, going to find somewhere to stop and have a think about what to do. Right, that was annoying. So all the cars in that last place had taken up all the motorhome spots, but it was next to swimming pools and stuff like that, so probably not the best place to have a motorhome park up. Quick check on Park for Night, 10 minutes right down the road there's this spot which looks pretty good, and I've got a space. The only issue here is the 4G is not looking great, so I'm going to give it a go. Hopefully the puck antenna on top will amplify what signal there is and I'll be able to use it for the rest of the afternoon. But yeah, so I'm going to check that out now and then I'll show you around in a bit. Say things happen for a reason. I've really lucked out on this park up. So the last one, yeah, was pretty horrendous, but this is really nice, really peaceful. It's by Schloss Paffendorf. It's proper motorhome parking area. It's free. I think there's 8 spaces. They're really decent sized as well. 3 or 4 other vans with me at the moment, but plenty of space. So yeah, it's been really nice. So this is Wednesday afternoon's spot. I've done my afternoon's work. Gonna have some dinner here and then try and get in another 2 or 3 hours this evening. So I need to work out where I'm heading to next. But as with the previous park up, well, not the one I couldn't get into, the one before that, I kind of want to stay. It's really peaceful and lovely around here, and there's a whole castle grounds to walk around, park area. There's a little cafe selling ice creams and stuff like that. So yeah, definitely keep it on the list to come back to. But for now, I'm starving. It's also 36 degrees, so I'm not looking forward to cooking in the van. I might try and sneakily get the barbecue out. I don't know if you're supposed to do that. Next door had all their seats and tables and chairs out and stuff like that, so I think I might just do it for my own sanity. But yeah, I'll crack on with that and then see where we end up later. Okay, Okay, that's my tuna pasta ready. I'm staying outside the van because it's 36 degrees now, 7 p.m. So going to enjoy this, and then I just need to confirm where I'm heading to later on. I've found a few places just south of Frankfurt, which should give us another 2.5 hours on the journey. But I will confirm that and update you in a minute. Centre and another quiet car park, a few cars. Where's the camper sign? That way. One camper down the end. Interesting. Oh, two maybe. So arrive at parkup, put window covers in for a bit of privacy, and I can put the lights on now. Second thing I'm going to do is put on all the door locks so I'm safe and secure tonight. There's something about parking up, switching the engine off, getting the window blinds in so you can turn the lights on and being all cozy. It's really peaceful here at this parkup. Yet another car park by a sports centre in a random town in Germany, but this one's just south of Frankfurt. So we are halfway through the 48-hour trip to Prague, and we're making good progress. We've done about 6.5 hours. There's another 5.5 hours to go tomorrow, so over halfway. I think it's about 400 miles that I've covered since yesterday evening, which is pretty good. Tomorrow morning I'm going to do the same as I did today, really just try and get an hour or two maybe down the road, a little bit more at lunchtime, and then the last little bit after work to the campsite in Prague, trying to minimise that so I get there at a reasonable time because I need a shower and I need to just chill out for a bit, and that's the start of my holiday and my time off work. So really cannot wait. Last slog tomorrow, but for now I'm going to hit the sack and we'll have a look around this parkup in the morning. Morning, so another quiet, peaceful night spent in a car park by a sports centre here in Germany. Really good facilities, to be fair. There's 4 full camper van spaces, which is just at the end of the car park behind me. Calais right down there. All level with electricity as well here, and waste disposal and things like that. All free, which is great. It's a huge car park, so you could probably park anywhere, to be honest. But yeah, had a good night's sleep, very quiet. So it's gonna be super hot today, 37, 38 degrees apparently. And it's already, like 26 at 7 a.m. So I'm going to get in the van and hit the road. I found a spot about 2 hours towards Nuremberg, which is a car park on the edge of a bigger sort of town. So there'll be shops and facilities, and maybe find some breakfast there before starting work. And hopefully the 4G will be pretty good because it has been a bit average so far. So I'm going to hit the road now, and we'll catch up when I get there. lost track of the number, but this is another German car park. This one is a free car park on the edge of the town called Hochstadt, just north of Nuremberg. So I made some good progress this morning. It's quite a nice, car park, plenty of space for the van. We fit nicely in the space here. It's really hot and sunny. I've tried to get a bit of shade, but I kept the windscreen blinds in to deflect the sun. I'll just show you my view. There we go. Fairly reasonable car park there. Level spaces and all that, but going to be really hot today, so I'm hiding in here at the moment. It's pretty cool. So I'm going to crack on with my work for this morning, and then try and have a quick look around before I head on. So a big shout out to Hochstadt. These public toilets are the cleanest, most modern I've ever seen. 5 minutes from the parking, which is perfect. And if you're living off grid in van life, it's not very glamorous, but these kind of things are really important, particularly if you want to avoid using the porta potty in the van, which is my goal in these couple of days. So this was a really nice little find. 5 minutes through the archway by the park and head towards the town, and here they are. Camping Drusus is a little oasis just a stone's throw from the centre of Prague. It's very lush and green, and yet 10 minutes on the bus or 40 minutes on foot gets you to the start of the B line metro at Stonolki. From there you are at Wenceslas Square in under half an hour. It's a very secure site with plenty of pitches large and small, a bar, restaurant, campsite, shop, modern and very clean facilities, and it cost me £90 for 4 nights with no electric. So 48 hours later and I'm here in Prague. I made it. It's been a really exhausting but fairly straightforward journey, to be honest. About 700 miles, probably 12 hours-ish of driving, and maybe 5 or 6 different parking locations, all free, all off Park for Night, which has worked out really well. There were so many of those through Germany, not a problem to find somewhere, and the ones I found were really good. So I'm feeling refreshed today after a good night's sleep last night here at Camping Drusus. I'm on the edge of the city, but there's not far into the city centre. So the plan for the next 3 days is to leave the van here nice and safe and sound and go and see my best mate Simon, who I haven't seen for a long time. He's moving to Prague, so we're going to explore the city, probably have a few beers and then enjoy the sunshine. But yeah, it's been really good kind of seeing how possible it is to visit yet another big city by CAMPERVAN from the UK. Really straightforward. Definitely the Europe is set up for being out on the road while camping and all that, as well as all the plentiful campsites, and then finding these great secure oasis campsites very near city centres are also great. So hope you found the video useful, and maybe you'll do the trip at some point in the future. If you do, enjoy it, and please consider giving us a thumbs up and a subscribe on the channel, particularly if you like this kind of content, again the vlogging approach, so we can share some of our travels with you. And don't forget, over at Instagram, our van plan is where all the latest up-to-dates and updates of where we are and what we're up to with the van. So we'll see you in the next video.